Pass me the aux, blow speakers up.
All right, man. We live and direct, man. Mid-performance, we about to go see my man take the stage. This is Young Robin himself. My man, how you doing, my boy?
I'm good, bro. Just out here, happy to be back. Like I told cameraman, this is 3 years since I've been on the stage. So me actually performing today, like, it's monumental.
Okay. So let me ask you something. Like, out of the 3 years that you kind of been away from the stage, what's the thing that you missed the most?
I'd say the exhilaration of actually performing and then seeing everyone's feedback from it. Like, that's a high that you can only explain to other people that perform.
Okay. So speaking of highs, choose one. Do you like performing your music more or you like recording it more? And why?
I'd say slightly recording it.
Ooh, you gotta say why though.
But because the only reason why is just like I love the creative process.
Okay.
You know, being in there with the engineer, actually recording the stuff, and kind of similar to performing too, but seeing their reaction when you actually go in there and record stuff, and like they're not expecting what you say. So when you say the stuff and then they're like, oh man, that was hard. Like, I like what you did. I like when I get feedback from people from what I said, like that gives me like that extra boost to keep going.
Okay. So, piggybacking off of, like, this is your first live performance in 3 years. Go ahead and tell the fans, like, what are the two or three songs that you're going to be performing tonight?
Tonight I'm performing Pardon Me Remix. It's a remix from the Pardon Me joint from Future and Yachty. Shout out Future and Yachty. But yeah, I really like that song. And when I heard it, I was like, you know what? I feel like I could do my version of it. And I did it, and I got good feedback from it. So that's why I'm performing tonight too. And the other one, Shift, that's like I said, that's a coming of age. That's me being back on the scene. It's like I'm happy to be back, and I promise I'm not going nowhere this time.
You know what? That's some real stuff. What were some of the reasons that took you away from, like, the stage at first? Because, like, everybody got, their own, like, speed bumps that they got to get around, or, stuff happening in life. Like, that life happening, whether they like it or not. Like, what were some of the things that kept you away?
I mean, like you said, life was lifing. And otherwise, I really noticed that the people that I was following behind weren't really leading me where I needed to go. So I had to really sit back and be honest with myself and be honest with the people that I had around me, and like really take things into my own hands, take my career into my own hands.
All right, shoot, that was a hell of an answer right there. So that sets me up to pretty much my last question. This is a full circle moment. After you going through your own experiences and coming back to the stage, what was the thing that ultimately brought you back into coming back and performing live again and starting to get that in your system again? I
really missed it. And I know this is something that I love doing. This is something that I want to do. I want this to be like my life, my livelihood. I've always been a creative type person. And so being able to come back and really just be in the energy, be in the flow of everything, I was determined. I was like, I got to get back out there. Because if I don't, it's forever going to stick with me like woulda, coulda, shoulda. And I don't want to have that.
Hey, man. Don't drop them gems, man. At the end of the day, man, let your passion lead you and let that check receive you. You did what I'm saying? We live and direct with Young Robin, man. I appreciate you, my boy.
Thank you, bro.
Go crazy with the performance, man. Pass the aux.